In 2007, one of the top storylines at the time was the mystery illegitimate child of Vince McMahon. As most fans know, it was supposed to be Mr. Kennedy who was going to have a big push with the WWE title after being revealed as Vince's son. Unfortunately, he failed the wellness policy the week leading to the reveal, so they cancelled his run as Vince's son in favor of going with Hornswoggle, which was a failure. By February 2008, they buried the storyline, revealing that it was all a scam. What if the WWE decide to go in a different direction right after Mr. Kennedy's wellness policy failure? On the September 3rd Raw, Mr. Kennedy would say he was a McMahon, but it was revealed he wasn't one that same night. On the September 10, 2007 Raw, the show opens with Vince McMahon receiving a letter in the back saying that it will finally be revealed tonight on Raw who his son is. That night, Cody Rhodes pulls an upset on Jeff Hardy to win the Intercontinental Championship. However, he had both his feet on the ropes for the win. Dusty Rhodes, who was in attendance, gets in the ring and on the mic tells his son that he shouldn't have cheated his way to a championship. Dusty tells the referee that Cody is relinquishing the title, but Cody refuses. Cody says on the mic that it's time for Dusty to tell the truth to the world about who he is. That Dusty isn't really his father, but his uncle. Dusty, who is upset, says that Cody's mother was his sister, who died when he was young, and that he and his wife took care of Cody because he was family. Cody then says that his mother didn't die, that it was all a lie and he found her, that she was in an asylum for years. Dusty says she needed help, she was in no position to be a mother after what the man did to her. Cody then asks who was the man. Dusty says he never knew who the man was till Cody shoves Dusty to a corner. Cody walks out to much heat. Before Raw goes off air, Vince approaches Cody asking if he is his son. Cody doesn't respond and just hugs a teary Vince. The next night, Vince opens Raw and calls out Cody. Dusty Rhodes, however, shows up and confronts Vince. Dusty says that if he wasn't so hurt by what Cody did to him last week, he would beat the living hell out of Vince for hurting his sister. Vince says he does remember how much he hated Dusty back in 1984 since he wouldn't sign with the WWE and hated everything he stood for. Cody shows up and Dusty says to Cody that he was like a father to him, took him in, cared for him, and got him into the business. Cody says that Dusty is the one who put his mom in an insane asylum, not Vince McMahon, his father. Cody tells Vince that he wants to be like Vince McMahon. Vince says to Cody to prove his loyalty and that it isn't for the money, he has to destroy Dusty Rhodes. Cody lands the silver spoon finisher on Dusty. Vince is enjoying it. Cody grabs a chair from the outside and as Dusty is on his knees, Cody smashes the chair over his head. Vince hugs Cody and takes him to the back. Over the next few weeks, Cody is given a bigger push, and takes on many stars defending his IC title against Hardcore Holly at No Mercy and with Vince by his side. Cody also develops a relationship with Kelly Kelly. Meanwhile, Shane and Stephanie confront Cody, and they believe he is after the WWE Empire. Cody says he doesn't care about the money, but he wants to prove himself as the next big thing. They try to convince Vince to get a DNA test done. Vince tells them they're just jealous and that he's definitely his son. When Mr. Kennedy returns, Vince forces him to face Cody at Cyber Sunday for being a pretender for the IC title. Despite Kennedy getting the upper hand, Vince low blows Kennedy, giving Cody the win. Later that night, Shane and Stephanie confront Vince and say they managed to get a DNA test done using Cody's hair, and the result is in. Vince takes the envelope and rips it apart, saying he knows Cody is his son. The torn document, however, is taken by Coach from the trash. In November, the Great Khali challenges Cody for the IC title at Survivor Series. That night, Cody manages to get a count-out win over Khali after Vince helped Cody use a chair to hurt the big man. The following night on Raw, Coach rushes out and interrupts the first match on the card. He says that he has the DNA test in his hand and reveals that Cody is not the illegitimate son of Vince McMahon. Vince is outraged and rushes out. Coach says before Vince fires him he has something to say. He says that Vince has been played and that he has figured out who started this whole thing. Vince is confused as Cody and Kelly Kelly walk out on stage. Vince asks Cody why did he lead him on. Cody says Vince has proven to be so gullible and so dumb he still thinks his illegitimate child is a boy. Kelly Kelly gets on the mic and says, "Have you ever wondered who orchestrated all of this? I had hoped you would figure it out. I had hoped you wished for a daughter, that maybe there was some good in you. The fact is you joked and laughed at the idea of having a daughter. Even though you have Stephanie, what was it so hard to believe you could have another? Cody says he's so dumb that he doesn't even realize his daughter is standing right here. Kelly continues, "That's right, Dad, I'm your illegitimate daughter." The following SmackDown, Vince meets with Kelly and Cody in the middle of the ring with Coach. He opens a DNA test that confirms she is in fact his real daughter. Vince asks what is it that she wants, money, power, or fame? Kelly says she wants Vince to make her an heir and that most of all she wants a dad. Vince isn't sure he wants a relationship. Suddenly Kelly low blows Cody. She starts kicking him down, breaking her heels in the process till he rolls over to the outside. JR says she's a complete psycho, a megalomaniac like her father. Kelly says she only used Cody and she'll do whatever it takes to become Vince's legitimate daughter. Over the next few weeks, Kelly, who goes by the name Kelly McMahon, competes with several divas till she captures the WWE Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble from Beth Phoenix. Vince gradually starts to realize she is ruthless just like him and begins to accept her as his own. Kelly also makes Stephanie jealous of her and they become rivals. Stephanie pulls a screwjob on Kelly on a Raw episode with Beth regaining the title. At WrestleMania 24, Kelly faces Stephanie in a match for Vince's inheritance, which part of it will go to one daughter. Kelly wins the match and she becomes Vince's protege. Kelly would gradually replace Stephanie on screen as more of an authority figure. Kelly would eventually go on to become the first Divas champion. The women's division gains a lot of interest due to Vince's involvement. What did you think of this story? Comment, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching In the Plot.